Alright, so today I'm going to be doing a video teaching you how to play I Lost My Life by Prince Daddy and the Hyena. It's a pretty freaking awesome song, so I'm just going to jump right into it. There's pretty much 4 chords that go out through the song, and it changes in the pre-chorus, but other than that, it's the same. By the way, we're in E-flat tuning, so that's like, sounds like this. I might be a little out of tune, but close enough. So the first chord starts with the open E string, just, and then a 7 on the A, and then a 6 on the D, and then a 9 on the G. So it's like, and then the second chord is a 7 on the E, a 6 on the A, and an 8 on the G, and you mute the D string. Third chord is a 9 on the A, a 7 on the D, and a 9 on the G. Then fourth chord is an open A, an 11 on the D, a 9 on the G, and a 12 on the B. So that's the thing that I love about Prince Daddy and the Hyena, is they have very creative chords that are like all over the place, and lots of intricate guitar parts that are kind of just everywhere, which is a blessing and a curse because it sounds awesome, but it's kind of hard to learn and play. But once you get it, it's pretty simple. So those are the chords. If you need to go back and learn them, just go back in the video. So basically the strumming pattern, most of the song is palm muted, which is, hopefully you know how to do that. It's just doing this, but this is the strumming pattern for the intro and most of the song. It's it's like down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And I forgot to mention, the beginning of the song does the same strumming pattern, but you're kind of just, you know, doing one of these, muting the strings. And then the pre-chorus is just some good old power chords. 4 on the A, 6 on the D, and you're palm muting those just like kind of like 4/4 time. So it's one of those, and then you got a 4 on the E, a 6 on the A and D. And then you got an A chord, which is a 5, 7, 7. And if you want, you can add that 6 on the G. It goes like that. A little bit of a rising tension, I guess. And then you go back to the 4 and the 6. Palm muting, but this time it's a little different. It's kind of a stretch, but it sounds really nice. It's a 2 and a 6 on the A and the D, and it's like, then you go to an A chord, an open A, which is a 0, 2, 2, 2 on the A, D, G, and B strings. And then do that for a whole measure, and then you do it again, but then you make it rise. And then after that, you just hammer the crap out of those chords you learned in the intro, and it's really satisfying. It's like one of the best things I've heard this year as far as music goes, where he's kind of singing the chorus before the big solo, but you just go. And then you do that twice while he's singing the main part, and then it's a lot of fun to like headbang when it goes into the sort of solo-y part. So what I do is you play the same part, except there's a part where they kind of just stop the chord for a second. I'll show you what I mean. So it's mainly down, but then it gets to another part. So it's like, go back to the palm muting. So basically what I did there is you go through this part, and then you play it twice, stop, and then 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then once, and then, and if you want you can just play the open strings for a transition, like, that's actually better. So it's pretty much just like the same part, except you have that stop part to make it more like hard hitting. And there's a lot of variety in this song and their music in general. Like seriously, go check out Cosmic Thrill Seekers by Prince Daddy and the Hyena. Like, it's a freaking amazing album. It's like Disney meets punk meets acid. But it's like, and then once you're done with that big chorus part, you just go back to this palm muting. Got real high, got real high. You know that part, if you know the song. And the ending is too many times and I lost my, and then slow it down, and then the last chord you play open 3 times, kind of delayed like that. So yeah, that's the rhythm part. And as for the lead part, it's a bit different, but it's pretty much the piano part, but live he plays it on guitar, which I think is awesome that they don't need to use a backing track like every other band nowadays. They just make a more raw live version of it, which is really cool. So this is the lead part. It starts on the 9 of the B string, and it goes to the 12 of the B string, and back to the 9. So, and then you go to the 11 of the G string, and then the 9. So kind of like, and then you go back to the 11, and then the 9, the 12, 9, 11, 9. So it's, and then you hit the 11 on the G again, and the 9 on the A, and 11 on the G, 9 on the G. And you do 11 on the D, then 9 on the G, and then and you do that part again. And then instead of going back up, you go to the 9 on the D. So that whole part is like and pretty much repeats while the rhythm is playing. The part after the first kind of part of the song, which is like a verse, before it goes in the pre-chorus, pretty sure it goes like 9 on the B, 12 on the B, 9. So it's pretty much the same, but instead of it goes, so it goes 9, 12, 9, 11, 9, and then it pauses. So instead of it goes. And you repeat that twice, and then it goes, everything will be alright. Like the pre-chorus. I can't sing, but it goes into that part, and then after he hammers on the chords and does that awesome singing / screaming part, you have the solo. Now I'm pretty sure he's either going and by the way, he has a crap ton of wah pedal going on in that solo, which makes it sound awesome. So he either does that or he does it twice as fast, which I'm probably gonna butcher, but it's like, but I'm pretty sure it's just like and just with a lot of wah pedal, just a lot of effects. But that part is just octaves, which if you don't know, it's just a power chord without the middle note. So, octave. But the first one is 11 on the A, and so the first one is 11 on the A and 13 on the G. And then most of this is sliding. So, and strumming. But goes from that to 14 on the A and 16 on the G, which is kind of hard on acoustic, but still possible. Then you go to 9 and 11 on the A and G. So, and then you go back to this one. So it's twice, and then you go down to E octave, and then back up after a little pause, and then you do, which if you need me to say, it's 11, 13, 9, 11, 7, 9, 4, 6, and then you slide back up. The same part again. And then you go back down and set to a 2 and a 4. So the whole thing slow is twice, but on the last part you change the ending to That's what I do acoustic because it sounds better, but you kind of go, and he bends this up like, kind of like, but it sounds really bad on acoustic, so I just do the other part. But then you always end with that high E octave, and maybe a little bit of this too. Let that E note ring so it sounds really cool. That's pretty much the whole song. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned how to play the song. And if you want any more guitar lesson type videos, just you can make a request in the comments. And I hope this helped.